I just got off the phone with a young man in Moscow talking about an upcoming summit that he's putting together, and he was asking me to be one of the speakers. And when he was describing the 3 different categories that he wanted to address in this summit, I knew exactly which one was mine to participate in. And that is using story as a tool of personal transformation of a leader by telling their own story. And in talking with him, I realized that why I've been feeling a little bit out of sorts of late. In fact, even a friend said to me this morning, you know, Michelle, you're working so hard on your social media and on Instagram and on writing and pictures and all of these things. And where you're gifted is in oral telling, and you've not been doing videos lately. You've not been engaged in doing podcasts lately, and that's where your mojo is. And after that conversation, I thought, you know, she's absolutely right. And then having had this hour-long conversation with this young man in Moscow talking about this upcoming summit, I thought, and he was giving me feedback as to what I was saying and how it was impacting him, and I thought, that's because that's who I am. My art is an oral one, and my joy is in being able to engage in conversation and in being able to share orally the power of story in changing people's lives, and to be able to ask the questions that allow a person's story to come forward. And what I've been missing is that interaction, because I've been so focused on sort of getting all of these pieces together of my own business to be able to communicate in this digital world, which is a shift for me, coming from a place of always delivering what I do live. And I just am sitting here in such gratitude for this young man in Russia, a place where I visited 9 times during the 80s and did citizen diplomacy work and took children there that I had trained as storytellers and teachers the next year, and did a film series for Soviet national television, telling stories that translated between our cultures. And then in talking to him today, it was like coming full circle for me, coming back home to my roots, so to speak. Not only because of the connection that I feel with Russia, which is a very deep and abiding one for me, but the connection I feel to the power of our voice and how important it is for us to hear each other's voices, to be able to offer our voice up and our wisdom up for the purpose of making the world better. So I am incredibly grateful for this conversation and for this reminder that, as a little girl once said, if there were no stories, there would be no world, because the world is made up of stories. And so my invitation to you this day is, you have a story to tell. It's important that you tell it. Because if we don't, our lives are not as full and rich and meaningful, and I am experiencing that personally, which is why my friend needed to remind me of that truth today. I hope you have a wonderful day.